Hello everyone and welcome back to RysFix. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how to clean the interior of the car. Now the state of this car is not that bad as well guys. Your car can be better than this or worse than this. But I will show you guys a simple process how I clean the interior of my car. So let's get the video started. Now as you guys can see how much dust has been accumulated inside of my car, and if you look at the door pockets you can see how many things are there inside of the pockets. You keep on putting one thing there and they get accumulated. And on the driver's side there is always too much sand on the floor, and many times the things that we get inside of the car stay inside of the car for a long time because we forget to take them out, especially if you have a child in the house, because the children, they will get all their toys when they are traveling, and then all those toys stay inside of the car for a long time. So the first thing that you should be doing is you should take out all the extra things. Now when you are taking out the floor mat, you should fold the floor mat like this so that all the dust which is there on top of it should not fall on the carpet. Then you can take it out and dust it there. Here I will show you guys one important thing. If I fold this rubber mat, then you will notice that it is wet from underneath. It is because my son had dropped water bottle here and all the water got soaked up in the carpet. And as you guys can see how the carpet is wet on the inside. Now you should not leave this like this. You should somehow make it dry. Otherwise your car flooring can start to rust. Once you take out all the rubber mats, take a dishwash soap or a detergent and scrub this rubber mats thoroughly. Rinse it with fresh water and put it for drying, so that when you are done cleaning your interior, all these mats will be dry and ready by then. Once you are done cleaning the mats, now it's time to take out all the things that are there inside of your car. Take out the back shelf as well. If your car has a woofer, then disconnect that and take it out from the car. All the shoes, slippers, boards, if you have some extra tools in there, then all those things you should take out from the car now. Once I take out everything, you guys can see it has already started to look nice and clean. Go underneath the driver's seat and see if there is anything there fallen down. If there are any bottles, paper, then take them out. Then empty the middle storage compartment, because there are always many things inside of this compartment, you guys know that. Then come near the front storage and take out all the things which are there inside of this storage now. And then empty all your door pockets. Just empty everything guys, don't leave anything behind, because we are going to vacuum the car now. And to do that we need a good vacuum, and to vacuum I have with me here the Eureka Forbes 1200 watts vacuum. This is a very good vacuum, but this is a dry vacuum. You cannot vacuum out water with this. You can only vacuum sand and dust with this vacuum guys. But it's a very powerful vacuum, and it comes with all these nozzles. You can even use this vacuum inside of your house, and you can even use it in the car guys. If you pull the wire of this vacuum, then you will get a nice and long wire. As you guys can see how long wire you will get. And to put the wire inside, you just have to push this button like this with your feet, and the wire will go inside automatically. You can even press the button with your hand like this, and the wire will automatically go inside. Then you will get a long pipe like this. This is to use inside of your house. Don't use this inside of the car. And as you guys can see, if you attach this attachment here, then you can vacuum the carpet and all that stuff inside of your house. Most of the time inside of the car I use this nozzle, as you guys can see, and it also comes with two more nozzles guys. You can even use this nozzle inside of the car to reach tight spaces. And there is another very important nozzle guys. This is my favorite one, because on this nozzle there is also a brush. If some dust is not coming out, then you can brush that dust and it will get sucked inside of the vacuum. So it's a very good vacuum. So I use this vacuum all the time to vacuum my car. You will have to connect this vacuum inside of the house socket. You cannot plug this in inside of the car in the 12 volt charger guys. And this is the vacuum bag of the vacuum. My vacuum bag is slightly full at the moment. You can open the vacuum bag from downside like this. As you guys can see, all the dust is inside of the vacuum bag. You can clean this vacuum bag and reuse it. But along with this, more 3-4 bags come. But this vacuum bag works for a long time if you clean it and reuse it again and again. I have just given you guys a brief of the vacuum. If you want, you can even buy this vacuum. If you want, I will put a link of this vacuum in the description below. You can definitely go there and check it out by yourself. It is not that you should be using only this vacuum guys. Whatever vacuum you have, you can use that vacuum. So the first thing that I will do here is I will vacuum all my seats, and all the dust or sand which is accumulated on the seat, I will take that out now. And remember to put the vacuum in the corner like this. Now this vacuum is very powerful, and that is the reason why it takes out all the dust very easily. So all the seats I vacuum first, guys. Now you guys have seen that I have lots of stains on my seat. I will try to make another video only about it, only if you guys want it. If you want a video like that, then see that you comment below and let me know. And once you're done vacuuming all the seats, then I will come near the middle storage and I will start to vacuum this storage thoroughly. Whatever things that you can take out, take them out, wash them and put them back. Then come near the center console and vacuum out all the dust that has been accumulated in your center console. Also your car drawer, empty your car drawer and vacuum inside of that as well. Then vacuum inside of your car door pockets, because that dust is very difficult to take out by wiping, guys. After you are done vacuuming on top everywhere, now come near the carpet and start to vacuum your carpet. All the top things I vacuum first, guys, because when you are doing all of that, lots of dust fall down on the carpet again, so your carpet will get dirty again, guys. So it's better to vacuum the carpet last. We don't want to do double job here, guys. So clean your car on top first and then whatever falls down, let it fall down, and in the end you can vacuum the carpet. Now keep a note on the car edges, vacuum all the edges properly, vacuum all the corners properly, and on the side of the seats there is always a space which has lots of dust and which everybody forget to vacuum. You cannot reach here from the back side, so you will have to vacuum it from the side like this. Now wherever you can reach on the carpet, you should vacuum all those spots. Vacuum all those hard to see places where you rest your feet, all those corners. If some dust is not coming out, then brush and loosen it a little bit and vacuum it out. So don't miss any of the spots now, guys, and vacuum thoroughly. And on the back side I am come last. It's slightly wet, you guys know that already. I will lightly vacuum this part because my vacuum is a dry vacuum, it's not a wet vacuum. And as you guys can see, my vacuum nozzle has become wet. So don't leave this wet spot like this. Somehow you will have to dry this spot. If I vacuum too much water inside of this vacuum, then that water will enter the motor of the vacuum and my vacuum will get spoiled. So now I will stop the vacuum process. Now if you have a hairdryer in your house, then get your hairdryer now and dry the carpet like this for a while. One more thing is, don't leave the hairdryer on for too long as well, otherwise you can spoil your hairdryer as well. If it is slightly wet, then you can use a hairdryer and dry that spot. And the back shelf that I had taken out, on that also I will vacuum thoroughly so that no dust will stay on that. So here I am done with the vacuuming. Now I will clean my glass. On the glass you will have to spray a glass cleaner like this. I use Colin here. Then you will have to make use of a tissue. Now here I have with me some tissues that I got for free with Domino's Pizza. I will use these tissues to clean my glass. Now why you have to use a tissue paper? If you wipe the glass with a tissue paper, your smudge marks will not come on the glass. If you use a cloth to wipe the glass, then those marks remain for a long time. You will not come to know about it first only, but when you drive your car at night and when other people's light fall on your glass, and all those wiping marks will start to show up. And if the steam inside of your car becomes more, then also all these marks will start to show up. So to avoid that, use a tissue paper and wipe your glass. And then on the side glasses as well, guys, spray Colin and wipe the glasses. On these glasses you can use a cloth if you want, because if those marks come on the side glasses, then it is not going to distract you from your driving. After cleaning all the glasses, now come near the dashboard, spray Colin and wipe the entire dashboard. Now keep a note here that don't spray Colin on the center console, because those are all electronic items. If any liquid goes inside of that, and all those buttons can get spoiled, and then you will have tough time repairing them. Only spray on the dashboard, and the wet cloth which remains, with that you can wipe the center console. Now you should not leave any of the spot here. Wipe your gear rod, your steering wheel, your speedometer console, your AC vents, wherever your hands can reach, wipe all those spots. Also wipe the middle storage by wetting the cloth with a Colin. And also remember to wipe the doors and the door pockets. Then come on the back side and also wipe the seats from the backside like this. Now if you want a good shine on the dashboard, you can use the 3M dashboard dresser. If you want, I will put a link of this also in the description below. You can use this only if you want, guys, but it is not a necessary step. So if you are using a dashboard dresser, then apply it everywhere and wipe it with a cloth like this. This will make your dashboard shine and it will give it a new like look. You can also apply it on the center console as well. You can also apply it on your doors and your door pockets. You can apply this wherever there is plastics, guys. After applying this, how these parts will look, that I will show you now. Now all those parts which you had kept outside for washing, now it's time to put them back. Now after applying the polish, as you guys can see how nice and shiny my dashboard is looking now. it looks like new. So if you want to shine like this, then you will have to use a dashboard dresser. As you guys can see what was the condition of my car and how it is looking now. So guys, I'm hoping that this video was useful to you, and I'm hoping that you have learnt a lot in this video. So that's all in this video guys, and I will see you guys in my next video now. Till then, bye and take care.